Welcome to Business Live. I'm Mark Croskery. In BL tonight, first up, we got the blockbuster brokerage house here. That's Barita Investments, a dividend declaration by the board of directors. And it's a big one, folks. So the board approved a resolution on August 7th, 2020, just the other day. The dividend is a whopping Jamaican dollars, $2.21 to be exact, 2.216. So roughly about $2.22, Jamaican per share, and it's going to be payable on October 7th, 2020, so just after that September 30th cutoff. Next up, we got QWI Investments, so trading in shares here, a purchase or a buy by a director. We've been talking about this on Business Live continuously. We've been seeing this now for the past 3 to 6 months. Directors, not just executives, but buying up QWI investment shares every moment they can. So in this case, director buying up 375,000 units on August 4th, 2020. Next up, we got Eppley Caribbean Property Fund. So considering a dividend here, we don't get to talk about this company or this stock too much. In this case, remember, it's not Eppley Limited, which is in kind of, lease financing, insurance premium financing, but this is a property fund. So make sure you differentiate those two. So the board is going to get together on this Friday, August 14th, 2020, to consider a dividend. Now, overseas markets, so much news happening, in the US today. It feels like that, every day with Trump, but in this case, in the stock market, you're not always getting fantastic or great news. Now, Qualcomm, really coming out and kind of, coming out with some negative, comments or some criticism, trying to really pressure the Trump administration to allow it to sell its chips and its other, like, let's say, electronic, pieces, parts, to, this Chinese big conglomerate, Huawei. And so the problem with this is that the US has said that actually, you got to get a license, you got to go to our Commerce Department, get a license, but Qualcomm, which is having a great earnings run, wants to sell its chips to this company, well-known Chinese firm, for its 5G phones, other requirements, and Qualcomm is just complaining it's been put at a major disadvantage. Qualcomm, guesstimates that this is an $8 billion market, and they're losing the most of it because of this restriction. And last up, in more hot water here, Kodak now, after the stock price boomed, up a few 100% points, pulling back hugely, because now what we're seeing is the US is actually freezing this $765 million US loan that was going to just reinvent Kodak. So what has happened now with all this speculation of directors, executives, or other trades that happened in the stock price before, although nothing has been proven, the US International Development Corp has frozen the loan. It's not going to happen until the allegations of wrongdoing is cleared. So significant thing here, really impacting the stock price, after it galloped forward a couple 100%, it's really pulling back, naturally. So we'll see what the outcome of this is, and we'll carry it on Business Live. I'm Mark Croskery.